back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Money, flag, what is that? Get that quarterback at all costs. Check 37, check 37. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get the ball.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Just me and you.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
21. You got that right there. He's checking. He's
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go. 180. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Lock.
Now a give right side, Coleman. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Switch.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. Like 20. Right there. 54 Mike. Ricky. Watch out. 13. Check 20. Who draw Porter?
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Carl Nassib there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check 65, 65. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, I got 3, Check. White. Mike 5-4,
Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Switch gears. Check 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Out time, let's get off the field. Watch it. 54 is Mike. 54 is
Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Here we go.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Barber, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
They'll run with Barber. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! 54, right, clock! Back and go full strip. 12. 13, check 13.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert! 1, Omaha. Check. Fresno. 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, Delta.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
13. 6.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Check Mike 45. 21. He's scared.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Hey, watch it. Come on, Sunday. Hey, let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ready? Flag. What is that? Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant. Check 9. Green, triple C.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Strong right.
To throw is Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, And he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
Coleman now. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. 12. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Too little, Depth.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
21.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones. Fights free yet again. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Wait. No.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 25, check 20. Check 25. Wait up.
Jameis now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second down 6 at the 49ers' 23-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Show it up.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You got it. Here we go.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. He completes it to Evans. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Kill. Green, triple T.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hey, ready? White 25. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, alert 3. He's coming. He's coming, double up.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Flip. Watch the pass.
On 2nd and 15 now. Winston looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Wait. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21. Hey, gun. White.
2nd down, McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Okay, baby, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They go play action. Winston. Forced out to his left. Evans has it left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check. Lucky.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 28 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense... They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll try the jet sweep here. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
54, Mike, 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Like that. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 65. Hey, stop. Check it back. Wait. Let him go.
Winston from the gun on third down. He's got Evans. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. They'll run it with Jones. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Let's go, D. Hey, team six.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.